Hey, what the heck is going on? It is useless.
The expert witness was the wound on the back of Elsa's head.
He deduced the direction and distance she was pushed into.
Push her to that person.
Details determine success or failure. The purple flower divine transformation forms a clear sign. In the first round of the retrial of the Zhiying case, Conan, Shuiji was completely suppressed by the main goalkeeper Jin Yuanshan, putting him in an extremely passive position. Trying to turn things around, we must shift our thinking, take the initiative to strike. Searching for the real culprit Shuiji, he returned with Sister Fang, the crime scene 2 years ago, creating tight scenes in my mind. The reconstruction deduced the direction in which the killer pushed the girl down. At this moment, Sister Fang noticed another detail. According to the police in charge of case handover, in addition to the relevant evidence taken away, nothing else in the room was touched. The original state after the incident was maintained. But if you look closely at the shelf, it was originally filled with photos of Zheng Jie's family. Now these situations are no longer at the crime scene, nor did he appear on the police evidence tape. So the truth is only one thing. Before the police arrive, he deliberately cleared out these photos.
Maybe Zhong Jingyi was afraid others would find out what connection he had with Zheng Swan brothers. So I quickly took a clear photo that night. That means there were originally photos here. There is a person right here.
He pushed Elsa over with great force. Who has seen those photos?
He was so angry that he wanted to push him away with such a heavy blow.
By this point, even a fool could guess who it was.
That is Zheng Jingyi's official wife. Zheng family's eldest daughter, Zheng Nianhua, and Zheng Jie are Zheng Jingyi's extramarital lovers. Then only the original wife, Zheng Nianhua. When she saw the warm photo of her husband and his little lover together, only then did he erupt with jealousy and anger that could be deadly. In this way, Zheng Jingyi suddenly retracted her confession in court. There was also a reasonable explanation.
You and I were nailed together the whole time. He had been there. Who have you met? What have you said? What have you eaten? What have you been grinding before? I need to have records and grind things up.
It is tough. The big shot has no money. It is hard enough. I'm giving it to you again.
Here is a little known fact. In Hong Kong's legal system, hiring private detectives to track and secretly film, as long as it involves privacy violations, all of these are illegal acts of obtaining evidence. Even if evidence is obtained, it may still be invalid in court. After arranging the follow-up, Shuiji went to the detention center to see him. Zheng Jie not only asked him about Zheng Nianhua's background information, more importantly, he needed Zheng Jie to make deep memories. Did you miss any details after sobering up on the night of the incident?
I remember King calling my name, and then I walked into the garden. Then I saw King crouching on the ground in Elsa's space, covered in blood.
Loyalty and respect are second. Squatting next to Elsa, you can be clear.
Whatever she did at the time, she helped Elsa check.
Then he told me to call taxi. Then I immediately rushed back to the garden to call the police. I went further in and saw King apparently throwing 2 bottles of water in the kitchen. 2 bottles of water in a bucket.
My daughter was so hurt, she took out the trash.
These 2 bottles of water are major points of doubt in the entire case. This is also the key focus of the plan. A doctor with extensive professional knowledge, when the father saw his daughter bleeding heavily, serious injuries and collapse without first aid. Instead, he ran to the kitchen and threw 2 bottles of water into the trash bin. This shows that Zheng Jingyi's first reaction after the incident was not to save someone. Instead, it destroyed certain special evidence. But reality is harsh. Without substantial evidence, no amount of advice is enough. For Zhihua goddess, these were trivialities. Since there is no evidence, then create evidence during an extraordinary period. He decided to take extraordinary measures. He exploited Zheng Nianhua's guilty conscience. As a thief, he had the crown prince impersonate the son of Chen Chu, the former security guard. Zheng Nianhua made a blackmail call.
Besides leaving behind the fan book, my dad, and the evidence that you bribed him that day, I just wanted money. Not a lot.
She never expected Zheng Nianhua to be so fragile inside. One phone call nearly scared him out of his wits. The next day he couldn't wait to gather his mother and Dong Dazhuang. He revealed the truth.
Afterwards, I found out where that woman lived. I planned to go find him. Women like this are clingy. It is nothing more than money. I brought my checkbook up to find him. That woman wasn't there that night. And when she saw me, she pulled and pulled at me. She brought something to hit again, and I followed her charging forward. If it bites me, I use my hand to block it. Who would have thought he would lose his balance and hit the corner of the table? Even if he dies like this, it has nothing to do with me. It was just his own short life.
It was as if he had been scared out of his wits. Zhang Nianhua spoke of Yue. The more he got carried away, the more he never imagined. All of this was clearly recorded by a private detective, hired by Zhiying. The next day in the second trial, this bombshell was dropped directly in court.
Witness, Zhang Nianhua is your wife, right? I think you must recognize her voice. Let's hear her say.
What overnight stay? As soon as the girl saw me, she pulled at me. She brought something to beat again, and I sat down with her.
This was a complete misreading by court, and the jurors immediately shut down, mister.
M asks you to stop playing the judge.
Your Honor, yes, get to know him as soon as possible.
She is very intense.
This sudden turn of events caused an uproar in the courtroom. He not only revealed the audio recording, there was even a complete clear video showing the faces of Zhang Nianhua and Dong Dazhuang. He also proposed that the prosecutor Jin Yuanshan play the full episode in court and strongly protest against it.
First, the internal history of the scripts is unclear. Second, was there any illegal modification or interference? Third, ensure a fair trial. The prosecution should have known in advance that these were ambushes and lacked professional ethics.
If you haven't seen it, how can you know if it has been modified?
Jin Yuanshan's anger was not out of favoritism toward the Zhang family. Instead, it stems from absolute faith in procedural public welfare within the system of laws. If lawyers are allowed to use illegal means for the sake of justice, then the court's rules will be completely trampled. Ultimately, it undermines everyone's right to a fair trial. The judge saw that both sides held their own arguments and that the legitimacy of the evidence truly existed, which sparked huge controversy, so they could only announce a temporary break. After the break, the judge called both parties' lawyers to the private room. Here, everyone watched the entire video. Watching Zhang Nianhua, she personally admitted on screen that she was the murderer. The shock of everyone present was easy to express. Shui chose to retreat and advance without making a statement. Because he knew he was in the wrong first, the video was obtained illegally. Meanwhile, the principal prosecution lawyer Jin Yuanshan turned to the court, applied for an extension of the case and postponed the retrial. The judge then kicked the ball to him. Both sides need their lawyers to think it through carefully. Should this video be played in court?